Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Sports Talk with Big Ben. It's going to be Super Bowl talk. It's going to be NBA talk. But first off, let me hit you with these social sites. Facebook, there it is. Follow that. Subscribe to that. Like. Share with your friends. Get them in it. Instagram. Follow that. You know, get everybody to follow it. I don't care. Get your moms, call her, let her follow me too. Twitter, everybody just follow me to the promised land. I'll get you there. And yeah, let's get on with this video, baby. And this week, we headed to the Super Bowl. I'm just joking. The Super Bowl ain't until February 7th. But why don't I just talk about it now? You know, we got that young lion going up against the old GOAT. And of course, I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the first ever quarterback to be quarterbacking the home team at the Super Bowl. That means that there's never been a quarterback to host a Super Bowl in their town. Tom Brady's the first one to do that. It's actually quite an achievement, man. I don't know what else he needs to put under his belt for you to understand what this man has done in the sport of football, you know. But this is gonna be one hell of a matchup. You got the two top offenses in the league going head to head. Tampa Bay has a better defense, but Kansas City's defense ain't bad, you know. And I'd have to say Kansas City has the better offense though, and it's just because of one man, Tyreek Hill. You ain't nobody to match that on the other side of the ball, you know. Well, not to say Tampa Bay don't have a sheet. I didn't say, you know what I'm saying. He got Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Godwin, Gronkowski, two premier running backs. I mean, he has an offense himself. But Tyreek Hill has enough speed for all of them guys. Him and Patrick Mahomes, they got a synergy that's not to be matched. It's a reason they done made it back to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going with Kansas City on this one. You know, I can't go against Pat getting that 2-peat. And that's something that's kind of unheard of in football too. Not saying it hasn't been done, because it has. But I'm just saying it don't happen often in football. It happens more in other sports than it happens in football. But yeah, Super Bowl's gonna be hopefully very entertaining. Because I don't want to say it and then they end up having a defensive juggernaut type of game. Because that type of stuff happens all the time. You expect the two biggest offenses in the league to have one of those slugger games, but when they get together, they end up 14-21. I don't want to see that. I want to see all the touchdowns scored in this game, and I'm pretty sure we go get it. If Patrick go ahead and fulfill his prophecy and beats Tom Brady, there ain't too much you can say about this man. You know. It'll say, he didn't beat Tom. Next year he might come back and beat Aaron, you know. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. February 7th, mark that down. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. And in other news, in the NFL. Deshaun Watson has requested a trade. Boy, did the Texans goof that up. I mean, come on. This is a transcendent quarterback in his own right. You done got rid of D-Hop. Now you go let Deshaun go too? Somebody doesn't need to have an NFL team. That's quite simple. You need the players in order to get to the Super Bowls, the championships, and the playoffs. You let go of top tier players. Deshaun Watson is once in a lifetime type of player, you know. On a bad team, he led the league in passing percentage, touchdowns, yards. So imagine if you gave him some help. A lot of people don't see how good this guy is. Deshaun is the truth. And I just hope he goes somewhere where he'll be understood and where he'll be used to his full capabilities. And the Texans also, they've hired a new coach, a new head coach. So David Cooley taking the reins in Houston. David Cooley's been an assistant coach, never has been a head coach. So this is his head coaching debut. He's 65. I feel like they could have got somebody better. Not saying David Cooley's not good at his job, but has he ever been a head coach? No. He's been an assistant coach for teams that haven't won. I think he had a stint in Kansas City, so I might be wrong about that. But what are the Texans doing? I mean, can we get some proven people in here? It just doesn't make any sense. You're letting all your good players go. Watt's probably going to be gone next year. You're letting Deshaun go. You let go of D-Hop. I don't think these guys want to win. It's ridiculous what's going on in Texas, in Houston. I don't know what's next for this franchise. I mean, he's formally asked for a trade, so he can choose to retire and not play for these guys. He can sit out. I mean, there's plenty of things he can do. He doesn't have to actually play if they don't trade him. So a lot of people will be like, well, he's under contract. No, there's things he can do and not play for the Texans. So I'll be on the lookout for any new things going on with that. But yeah, Deshaun's officially asked for a trade. Interesting. But on to, I guess, better Houston sports news. The Rockets, they're getting healthy again. And as of Thursday night, Christian Wood, Victor Oladipo, and John Wall will be playing their first game together as teammates. Interested to see how that lineup's gonna look. I think they're gonna start John, Victor, PJ, Jayshawn Tate, and Christian Wood. So that'll be your starting lineup. Very interested to see how that lines up. I kind of like the bench. The bench is real deep, you know. I'm actually excited about how they've been playing. They've been playing real hard as a team. The Rockets are looking really good. I like them. Yeah, that's basically what I had to say about those Rockets. I mean, they're currently in the 12th spot in the West, but they're not too far behind the number 8 seed. And 7-9. They win Thursday night. Then they'll be 8-9, closer to 500. And yeah, the standings as it were for both sides. We're going to go Western Conference first. Utah Jazz. They're in the lead in the West. They're ahead of the Lakers by half a game. Wildin', right? Clippers, number 3. Denver Nuggets, strong number 4. Portland Trail Blazers, number 5. Golden State, San Antonio, and Memphis round out the top 8 in the West. As I said, the Rockets are in at, actually they're in at number 13. So it's a tough hill to climb, but I think they can do it, you know. Not looking, I mean, it's early in the season, so it's not like they got, you know, a hill to climb and they don't have time. They got plenty of time, so I'm interested to see what this team's going to do. I'm predicting 8, 7 at the highest, you know. But, hey, it's a rebuild season anyway. You know, I'm happy for whatever success they get, but their chemistry is being built right now, and they might actually be better chemistry wise because James is gone. I'm just saying. Eastern Conference, you got Philly, Milwaukee, Pacers, and Brooklyn. That's 1 through 4. Brooklyn's at number 4. I don't think they're gonna be there long. I'm just saying, these guys are a powerhouse offense. Yeah, that's 76ers actually beat the Lakers the other night. And I guess a very tight game. I thought it was going to go into overtime, honestly. And your boy Harris, pull up, drain. Dropped it on that boy. Game ender. Hey, watch out for Philly, but I still think the Nets are going to take it. 5 through 8, Boston, Cleveland, Atlanta, and the New York Knicks. Yeah, they're in the 8th seed. Shout out to the Knicks. Coming up. A lot of young talent on this team. I like to see these young players playing like this, you know. They look hungry. I haven't seen that in New York in quite some time. A hungry team. Because usually when people playing in New York, they're just going through the motions, you know. But it looks like this team is excited and they're ready to try to break through that ceiling to get back to the playoffs. Interested to see what's gonna happen in New York here soon. Another team I got my eye on in the Eastern Conference. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is a very interesting team in the East too, because you got a lot of young talent on their team. And I hear that the Nets are trying to get Kevin Love. Keep your ears open for that one. Cleveland, even if they get rid of Kevin Love, they got Jared Allen, they got Sexton, and they've got quite a few very young, talented athletes on their team. Keep your eyes on them. They might upset somebody. Just saying. Speaking of teams I got my eyes on, I forgot to say it when I was talking about the West, but Phoenix. Phoenix looking good. They might sneak into the playoffs. Golden State's not a surprise for me. You know, some people might be like, man, they're doing pretty good. I told you that quite some time ago. If Steph don't have help, he'll still get you to the playoffs. He's that special. He can get you to the playoffs by himself. Give him help, he can win you a championship. And that's the difference. If Clay were here, we'd be talking about a whole different team. Clay were here and Draymond had missed quite as many games as he's missed already, be talking about something wholly different. But I'm gonna cut it off. I feel like I've been babbling, talking y'all head off. But if you like what I've been talking, you like how I put my show on every week, follow your boy on the social media sites. Facebook. Follow my group, player. Follow that group. Instagram. You know what to do. Follow your boy. Twitter. Follow me on that too. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time on the Sports Talk with Big Ben show. Ha!